When I was first approached with this opportunity, they said, oh, it's going to be like a life-changing experience.
You're going into the Gulf. And I genuinely panicked. I thought alligators, mosquitoes.
Okay.
We came to Louisiana to help clean up the BP oil spill a year after it happened. And once we got there, we found a much more complicated situation.
The Louisiana ecosystem is one of the most valuable natural resources in the United States. We have 30% of our oil production comes out of Louisiana, 20% of our natural gas, 30% of all the seafood that we consume comes out of Louisiana, and we have 5 of the 12 major ports in the United States are located in Louisiana. It's the nursery for the entire Caribbean basin. It starts the food chain that wraps around our ecosystem and is so important to our environment, not only from a national standpoint, but from a global standpoint.
And they are the fastest disappearing landmass on the planet.
Well, when we're looking at land loss in Louisiana, we're really looking at about a football field every hour. And, that happens day in and day out.
We came to help turn the tide.
Pretty amazing. Everybody coming from all over the country and coming down to our little part of the world and helping out. I can remember as a small kid going fishing with my grandpa and being in a boat with him, and he was literally crying. And I said, "Why are you crying?" He said, "I used to live right here and it was nothing but water."
All this right here is all gone. No more land. Little patches here and there. Just you'd come out of a canal and you look for a landmark and it's not there. So it changes every day.
We are at the mouth of the Mississippi River in Passalut, and what we're doing here is creating land.
A lot of wetland loss has occurred because we've dammed and leveed the Mississippi River, and now only 50% of the sediment, which historically came down the river to replenish the wetlands, comes down the river. Instead of fighting with Mother Nature, we really need to work with her, and that's what we're doing with Gulf Savers bags.
A Gulf Saver bag is 22 pounds of an environmental restoration package that's made up of a biodegradable burlap sack that's filled with custom-made composted humus that includes oil-eating microbes so that we can develop a robust root system of the native plants so that they can survive that harsh environment.
I so loved it. It was like we were filthy and tired. It was super hard, and I just felt like super strong while I was doing it, and we laughed the whole time.
Spartina will go ahead and take root. The oil-eating microbes in the soil will begin going ahead and eating the oil, which is just below the surface here. And then these black mangrove will eventually get to be about 8 to 10 feet high, and this will all become habitat for nesting birds.
One thing this project will do is next time that sediment comes in, it won't just be able to pass right through and go into deeper water. It'll get stuck right here and keep building, and hopefully this 5 acres will turn into 20 acres or 30 acres or more.
I knew I was gonna get along with you guys and make friends, but I had no idea it was gonna be, to this scale.
Last Saturday when you rolled in, every one of us, somewhat of a stranger, and now I look at you guys not just as friends, but more like extended family.
I seriously have laughed harder this week. Like my face has hurt, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard.
These people are they're easy to love, That's pretty big. That didn't happen every day, does it?
The best time I had was Wednesday night, just to see everybody just get out there and dance and let loose. It wasn't one or a few people, it was everybody.
yesterday, just walking away from the beach and leaving it. I just feel like I took so much pride in planting everything and going back to make sure the bags weren't open so that dirt wouldn't leave and the mangrove wouldn't fly out. And it was just so hard to let go.
Just looking back at that whole horizon of the beach that we finished, and I think that was a good accomplishment. I think we did a great job.
There's power in these numbers here, and there's power in this community that we have.
Did you think we were going to be able to do this much in like the amount of time?
You know, it was a pretty monumental task, to say the least. It's pretty amazing to get it all done. Still have some daylight left.
Can't wait to get home and find creative ways to pay it forward.